and welcome to Time to Play Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. This is not going to be a live commentary. This one is going to be post-commentary. I tried doing this a couple times, live commentary, just couldn't focus, couldn't concentrate, it looked terrible. Made too many horrible mistakes. So I'm hoping that now that I don't have to concentrate on actually playing the game, I can concentrate on saying other things. Let's see. First up, I guess I could always talk about some of the upcoming projects, mainly because since I said once I get the Time to Play for Sonic 1 done, I can finally start doing the 30-minute challenges. And I already have my first 3 challengers already set up. We haven't done it yet, but I know who they are. And I remember what the first one's going to be. I don't remember what the challenge for the second one's going to be, but I remember who the third challenge is and what we're going to do. Let's just say for the first one, it's going to be a Boss Rush mode. For the third challenge, it's going to be a who can go the farthest. But the second challenger, I don't think we've decided on it yet. Heck, I haven't even made the opening sequence for that, and I kind of have to get to work on that because that's going to take a lot more effort than I would have thought. Let's see, what else? Well, yeah, since I've already played through the game and I'm just commentating on it, I can already tell you what could happen, but I'm going to keep that as a surprise! But, spoiler alert, if you've already seen my 10 biggest one more try moments list, you can probably figure out I'm not going to do too well with the bonus stages in Sonic 1. Oh well. So what... Depending on the reception I get for the Time to Play for Sonic 1, will determine when the next one will come out. I'm not exactly sure what the positive response has to be, it just has to be good enough, I guess. Let's just say it has to be way better than the Time to Play I did for Portal. And I'm going over here because I thought there was a secret, but I guess I was... No, I was right. It was another place I was thinking of. This one gave me the fast running shoes. Okay, big mistake on my part, whatever. Let's see, other little tiny projects I'm trying to work on for the moment. Let's see, what else is there? Well, of course, there was this boss request that has been on the back burner for some time. I'm hoping that once I finally get the redo review for Pikmin 1 done, and possibly another list, then maybe I can either go back to work on that or just get it done right away. What, you thought I missed that? Nah, I know how to get out of that. I know how to not get sent off by the screen. It's pretty easy. Unlike the bonus stages. But, anyway, back on track because I am apparently a scatterbrain when I'm trying to do this. Get all my thoughts together here. Just clutter around. What do we got? Yeah. Going back to the boss strategy, there's one request for that, gotta get to work on that. To be honest, I was going to try and get the Pikmin redo review done for this week, the first Pikmin game. Unfortunately, there were too many things occupying my time, and I was not able to concentrate on editing the video. The script is done, the footage has been gathered, and so far the only thing that has been done on the review is just editing the narration as well as putting the background music in there. And that's all that's done, but fortunately that's kind of like setting the foundation, the pavement, and getting it ready to build the rest of it up on. So I'm hoping it won't take that long, but it'll probably still take me some time. Hopefully it'll be done by next weekend. Hopefully. So you'll probably see it on Push Start a little earlier, hopefully. So let's see. After that, the Pikmin 2 redo will be in development. Half of the script is done, and I'm gonna try and do the Pikmin 3 review right after that. And depending on how much time I have, if I really don't get any distractions, because I'm kind of hoping that next week is when things will really clear up. In fact, another reason I'm doing the Time to Play for Sonic 1 right now is because I think next week is going to be one of my best times to actually start the 30-minute challenges as well as possibly doing another Smash Chat. I think I just went all over the place and I forgot what I was originally trying to say, but since I brought up Smash Chat, I will say that I'm not entirely sure what the next topic is going to be. I made a list of what we can talk about. I don't want to talk about like the characters who we think will get cut out, characters who we think will be added from certain franchises and series. I want to try and go the opposite route and talk about the less talked about stuff that nobody really ever does. But I guess since I'm having trouble, I could always ask for your opinion. What do you want? What should the next Smash Chat episode be? Should it be about who we think is going to get cut? Should we talk about who we think the third-party characters might be, including the return of Snake and Sonic? Or the one that I haven't seen anybody talk about yet, and basically it would just be nothing but pure speculation, and I really mean nothing but speculation, and that is, what the heck are they going to do for the customization? Because they've officially announced that there is customization in the game. Doesn't matter what you think of it. It doesn't matter if you hate it or love it or hate it. They've announced it. We just don't know what the customization actually is. We don't know if it's going to be for movesets. We don't know what on earth it could really be at this point. He's kind of given us a clue, but it doesn't make much sense. Anyway, with well, I guess I'll bring that up for the video, but I can also show where he said where customization is coming in at. But, yeah, I mean, if anybody has some good ideas as to what the customization is that hasn't already been debunked, such as costumes or increasing the power or length of your attacks, sure, let me know. What else? Of course, if that doesn't work out, we probably will just talk about the third-party characters, because I would love to talk about why Sonic has a great chance of coming back. I personally think he's going to come back, and I kind of have an idea, or like I have my little guess as to when they're going to announce him. And since I'm going to bet more people are going to watch that video than this video, I guess I can already go ahead and say I honestly believe they're going to announce Sonic. I mean, if he gets in, they're going to announce him October 10th. Oh, and here's a little fun reference for you guys. If you look up there, apparently, doesn't that kind of look like Mario? You can see the nose and the mustache, the eyes. I remember reading that in a comment once. I was like, "There's Mario there." I was like, "What are they talking about?" And then I like looked up and saw. I was like, "Oh wow, that actually does kind of look like Mario." That's kind of funny. And, going back to, well, I think I've already covered that about that part. I'll explain why October 10th, why I think they'll announce Sonic then, if he does get in, and why October 10th would be the perfect date to do it, or the perfect date to announce him. Let's see, what else have we got on the table? So far, well, as far as lists go, I am currently in the works with another script right now. For those of you who haven't seen the Unova list, it's there, it's on Pushstart. Unfortunately, unfortunately, the last 5 seconds from that video are going to be cut out when it gets uploaded to YouTube because of, well, I had to use some copyrighted material there. I could use it on Pushstart because there's like a 30-second rule, but unfortunately, I'm not going to take that chance on YouTube. Yeah, I apologize to those of you who aren't able to watch it, but don't worry, it's only 5 seconds. I would have cut it out completely, but I was just so proud of the way it turned out that I couldn't leave it out. That was one of the effects that I've never done before. It was like the one time I thought maybe I could try it out and see if it works. It turned out a lot better than I expected. But let's see, the next list is most likely going to be the best and worst or favorite and hated Sonic characters list. I'm not going to say too much about the list, just that the script is coming along okay. I still need more time to work on it, and then I have to go and get the footage, which is normal. Well, let's just say there's going to be another reason why it's going to be a special list. along with a couple of my other upcoming lists. But the one that's probably going to be done after the Sonic or the Sonic characters list is the... I'm not even sure how to title this now, because well, yeah, kind of spoiling it right there, but the best, worst, great, or terrible console system launches. Guys, this is a really hard title because of how specific we are going to be. Yes, it's going to be a collaborative work. I'm not going to say who it is, but if you've seen who I announced were the winners back then in that top 10 contest I made, it's definitely somebody within the top 4. Sadly, Dela Mike won't be able to work on anything with me for a while. At least, maybe until next year if we're lucky. Oh well. But it's definitely one of the people in the top 4. That list is going to be particularly tricky to name. Like the list, we've already made up the list of the entries, and we don't really have our reasons written down, but we basically have like our reasoning as to why they're there. So far, the only thing I'm going to tell you is obviously I don't own every single console out there, but we will be talking about why we feel like they made either great launches or why they were terrible. We've made two straight up rules about this. First of all, we are not going to do systems like the Virtual Boy or the Gizmondo. We're not going to bring those up because we feel like those have been made fun of enough. And in all honesty, I think, well, for one thing, experience definitely will have to come into place here. I can't really talk about a system if I don't have it. But, let's see, what, the other rule is, see how scatterbrained I am? I can't even stay on the same topic. Ugh. I need some post-its or something. And I need to watch where I'm going. Yes, remember, this isn't even a live commentary. This is still post. Anyway, the other rule is it has to be, the console we're going to be looking at has to be made by one of these 4 companies, either Nintendo, Sega, Sony, or Microsoft. Those are the only ones we're going to count, probably because those are the only ones we have a lot of experience with, and, well, you know, it's just, well, like, they're the only ones who really made an impact in the gaming community, besides the old consoles, like the Atari and ColecoVision, but, you know, I certainly don't have those consoles, so I really can't talk about them. So I think just limiting it to Nintendo, Sega, Sony, and Microsoft makes it a bit easier, and trust me, we can have a lot to talk about. I guess I should also bring up, as a special thank you to everybody who was so supportive in July, because apparently July was when I saw the most views, and let's just say I earned more than I expected. It's not a whole lot, but it's more than what I've made so far, and it was definitely a huge increase from what I've seen in the past. I can't say how much of it is. I can't say how much I earned, but I can tell you that it was able to earn so much that, as a kind of a special thank you to make sure that that particular list is going to be better, I was able to give myself a $100 budget to go out and get as many games as I could for some of the systems that are on the list. Some game, obviously, I was actually lacking a lot of launch titles for those systems, so thanks to this, I was able to go out and buy about 7 launch titles for just for that list, just so it'll be even better. We actually have some footage to talk about, or gameplay footage to show while talking about the console. The sad thing is, unfortunately, there's still like 2 consoles I have not gotten a launch title for. One of them, I'm not even going to say, but the other one is, it looks like it's going to be a cheap game, so yeah, sure, I could probably spend about $10 to get it. I also had to spend some money to go get another controller and some cables to hook up an older system, but hey, you know, it's thanks to you guys that I was able to get that, so That should really improve the quality of that list, especially the content. Let's see, what else is there? To be honest, I'm kind of struggling on the favorite Wii list. I am just desperately struggling here because it's so hard for me to pick which is my 10th favorite Wii game. I'm really gonna have to go back and look over it because I might have to make that exception of. Of expanding the list to make it a top 20 list. Who knows? I might have to. It really depends on if I can really think about which ones are really my favorite or not. 9 through 1 are locked down. It's just number 10 that's giving me some problems. So, I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Of course, if I actually do turn it into a top 20, I'm going to have to go back and re-record some of the narrator voice from F-Zero GX to do that. What else is there? So far, that's kind of all I got planned in the works. Well, that and some of the reviews. I swear that jump button didn't work. I kind of remember when I was playing this that jump button did not work properly. If you're wondering, no, I'm actually playing this on the game, or basically on the Wii, but not the Virtual Console. I'm playing this on the Mega Collection. So using the Wavebird, I think I might have to replace the battery soon or something. Let's see, going back. Not sure if I'm going to get that Rayman Legends review done. Hopefully I might be able to. Oh yes, I did read one comment on my favorite Unova Pokemon list. Someone asked if I would be doing the Kalos region. Is that how you say it? The Kalos region? And if I would do my 10 favorite Mega Pokemon. And I was actually thinking about that before I saw the comment. I was thinking, the Mega Pokemon don't really seem like their own. How do you describe it? They're not they're not like they're an enhanced Pokemon, but they're not within a Pokédex, I guess. They're supposed to revert back to their original form after the battle. So it's like, yeah, I could definitely do a list for the Mega Pokemon since they seem to be in a different kind of category. But it's gonna be a while before I do any more Pokemon lists, so. But to that one person who asked, yeah, I will probably do it, I just don't know when. I'm personally hoping to see a lot more Mega Pokemon. I know Junichi Masuda, who said he wanted to try and make a Pokemon or a Mega Pokemon for almost every Pokemon out there. So I'm really hoping to see a Mega Sceptile. That's gonna be awesome. I already got the Mega Venusaur, maybe a Mega Superior. I'm kind of hoping to see what they've got. I mean, yes, that was a cheap shot. Another cheap shot. Jump! There was an epic fail, right? No, that wasn't so epic, it was just fail. Okay. So, yeah, definitely might do a Mega Pokemon list, then a Kalos region list. Just don't know when. Still haven't earned enough money to get a capture card. That does kind of suck. I don't know when it's ever gonna happen. Who knows? Maybe in another year. Let's see. But I will say I was actually pretty happy with the quality that was in the Unova list. A lot of it wasn't as blurry as I thought it was going to be, but that didn't turn out quite so bad. So might be able to do that Pokemon X review without much of a restriction or hesitation. The only real problem is I don't think I'm going to get it as early as I thought I would. Walmart really impressed me last year, and sadly it doesn't look like they're going to impress me this year because, well, Rayman Legends, when I got Rayman Legends in the mail, it came out a day after it already came out. But, you know, that's still really good for mail delivery. Especially when you don't order it in the, what is it, like, first class shipping? Didn't order that, got the standard, it came just a day after. It still came out like a day, or it still came out like 5 days before or no, almost 10 days before it said it was going to be shipped to my house. Meanwhile, I'm still waiting on the wonderful 101 to be shipped to my house, and not too happy about that. Well, actually I kind of am, because even though it sucks that I still have to wait to get my copy of the game, it allows me more time to work on more videos, even though I haven't even been able to work on them yet. But hey, at least I'm working on this one, so I guess I've been putting in some effort. Oh, I don't know why I made that jump. That was just painful to watch. That was just out of pure stupidity. What else? Oh. Yes, regarding the passing away of the former Nintendo president, it's always a sad day in gaming history to see a legend go down like that. Or, not go down, but to, well, pass on. Well, I've heard a lot of bad things about him, but, you know, there are always a lot of good things to say, too. One of the bad things, if I may just get that out of the way for those of you who weren't sure, I remember, I'm surprised that didn't squish me. One of the things was, with that whole Final Fantasy VII falling out bit on the Nintendo 64, I thought he went a little I heard he went like a little, I'm not exactly sure how to say it, maybe a bit crazy on how to handle third-party stuff. But, you know, it was thanks to him that Nintendo started going into making video games. So, you know, I think everybody should be happy he made that decision, because Nintendo is basically what saved the gaming industry. Wasn't Sega, wasn't Sony, wasn't Microsoft. Atari almost crashed it. Nintendo's the one that saved it, so I thank him for turning the entire company around and focusing on this. You have my respect for that, sir. What else is there? Not much. I was going to stop the video when I got to Labyrinth Zone, but I kind of forgot and just kept going. But part 2 is going to start on the second stage of Labyrinth Zone. I'm not entirely sure when I'll do the Labyrinth Zone. Probably later on down the line. It's when I get a bit more time to record and narrate. I just want to get this video done today. Yow. Not really that much else going on, though I'm just waiting on a bunch of my other games to come in the mail. Let's see, no, we've already talked about lists. I haven't really gone back to do the music tracks in the next Smash yet. Hopefully I'll get some time to work on that in the future once I finalize which tracks are going to be put in there. Hopefully. Gotta be honest, Labyrinth Zone is still probably like my least favorite of Sonic 1. As much as I hated this, just waiting for the platforms to move in Marble Zone and Labyrinth Zone, or not Labyrinth Zone, but waiting for the platforms in Spring Yard Zone, this is just pure torture. It's like slow moving, gotta wait on those bubbles. Definitely a high panic moment. Which kind of reminds me, I actually tried to do a time to play for Sonic 1 like a few weeks ago. Like right before Sonic Shorts Volume 8 came out. So watching that part with him waiting for the air bubbles, I think we all kind of sympathized, but the fact that I had just just finished trying to do a trial run of the game right then, and just being reminded of it. Oh, the timing could not have been better. Let's see. Still got a lot to work with. Got a lot of games to work on. I guess I should say that so far, half the script, yeah, it's about half the script for both Sonic Adventure 2 Battle and about half the script for Shadow the Hedgehog. They're half finished. I have not started on Sonic Heroes yet. I'm hoping I can... I might try to get on that if I give a little time to myself. Well, no, actually, what am I talking about? I have to work on a bunch of other games first. Let's see. Well, I think we're coming up to the end of the zone here. I went that way because I wanted to see if there were ring boxes, and there weren't. I must have been thinking of something else. Basically, there you go. It's time to play Sonic 1 Part 1 done. I'll see you guys in the next part. Let's see if I can clear this game in the next part.